Good day, everyone. So it's again, we're back with a new lesson all about epics. So this will be just a short lesson. So, what is an epic? So I know that some of you use or have heard the terms epic fail and also maybe epic win. So what do we mean by epic fail and epic win? So I have here two pictures or two sets of pictures. So the first set about epic fails. So we have here the first picture, a runner. So maybe finishing his run, but before he finished, he stumbled and had a bit of a painful headache. So yeah, failing epically. And here in the second picture, we have someone face bashing the pond, the muddy water pond. And I do believe no one wants that to happen, especially being in front of a large group of people. Yeah, so epic fail. Next is epic win. So I'm so sorry for the blurred picture, but here we have a lone survivor. The only house that is still standing after a hurricane. So yeah, like a lottery winner. Yeah, epic win. So let's go with definitions. But before we go to definitions, if you are wondering why I only have one picture for the epic win, is this is the reason. If we go to Uncle Google and search for pictures of epic wins, it mostly shows Fortnite pictures. But not all, just mostly. See, we have here uncommon, but as you can see, more Fortnite. So yeah, quite hard to find pictures with the caption epic win. Now, moving to definitions. Epic as a noun, it is a long poem or story that tells the deeds and adventures of heroic or legendary figures, or the history of a nation. If used as an adjective, it may mean heroic, timeless, and impressively great. Now, going back to the pictures, so we can see that, of course, we use the word epic as an adjective. So it is impressively great because, let's go here. It is impressively great of how impressive their failure was. As you can see, he may be finishing or maybe he was the first, should be the first, but because of his or the person's stumble, he failed not just impressively but also quite painfully. And here we have the second. Yes, it's quite impressive on how much a person failed or this person failed and was watched by a ton of people. And for the win, epic win. So yeah, it's quite impressive that only one house survived after the hurricane. So that person, the owner of the house, will not need to go to his or her insurance policy to rebuild his or her house. Okay, now let's go with what are the characteristics of all epics. So the first one, epics are written as long narrative poems or use lofty poetic language. Heroes in the story have qualities that the culture as a whole values. Heroes in the story are important people of high standing in society. For 4 and 5, the setting is vast. Heroes go on a journey. And while in this journey, the gods and goddesses of their respective culture are quite hands on or involved in the story. We have here another set of characteristics, but this is only for some epics. So the first one is the epic is based on stories that were told as part of a culture's oral tradition. The hero is often a god or son of a god. The story is often about the founding of a nation. Sorry, often, not open. And last, the story often involves a war or battle against monsters. So, who would not like a fight between any kind of fight? Okay, so moving to some examples throughout history. So some epics. So we have here the Iliad and Odyssey from ancient Greek, the Aeneid from ancient Roman, Epic of Gilgamesh from ancient Mesopotamian, the Ramayana, ancient Indian, Beowulf, medieval English, the Edda, medieval Icelandic, Jewang Ungi. I'm so sorry if I butchered the pronunciation. I really could not learn the proper pronunciation of that. Medieval Korean, Journey to the West, Medieval Chinese, and The Tale of Hike. Again, sorry if I butchered that pronunciation. Medieval Japanese. Now, I task some students to read two epics. Although they only read part 1 of both epics, and those epics were the Ramayana and Mahabharata. So let's go back to the characteristics of all epics. So epics are written as long narrative poems or stories or use lofty poetic language. So I have here read the whole story of the Ramayana and Mahabharata. So we have the characteristic long. So just to show how long it really is, the Ramayana is 25 pages long. Okay, 25 pages. And the student that I tasked to read this only read part 1. So they haven't read the whole story. But it was still quite long. The part 1 was still quite long for them. Okay, so here's the whole story. And it's a 25-page story. So here it's even saying part 4. Okay. For the Mahabharata, it even doubles the length of the story. Here we have stating it is a 52-page long story. So double the Ramayana. And again, it's showing us how long the story is. And the students, I tasked them only to read part 1. Okay. Going back. So second characteristic, heroes in the story have qualities that the culture as a whole value. Now both Ramayana and Mahabharata, their characters show these qualities. They show how, example, they show how they treat their gods, their traditions, how they perform certain ritual, and how they try to appease their gods. So these vary from epic to epic because the epics came from different places having different cultures and traditions. Next, heroes in the story are important people of high standing in society. So when we say high standing in society, it means they have a ranking in society. So, excuse me. So, like in Ramayana and Mahabharata, in Ramayana, we have the main characters, Rama and Sita. So let's not find, I'm not going to try to find here. So it is, since we're just going to specifically find the words. But here, I have the word Rama. So we have the characters Rama and Sita. Rama specifically is a prince in the story. So having high standing. He is a high ranking position in society. He is a prince. Similar to Mahabharata, we have the character Karna. And it seems that I can't find the name Karna here. But still, Karna, again, similar to Rama, is also a prince. So they both have high positions in society. Number 4, the setting is vast. Heroes go on a journey. So that's a part of the reason why epics are quite long because it is a journey. Even the example, number 8, journey to the west, as stated. Okay. Number 5, so the gods are quite hands-on or they are quite involved in the story. So how involved? In Mahabharata, I did not put this already because our main focus is just about epics. And this is just additional information. in Mahabharata, the character Karna is not just only a prince, but also the spiritual son of the god Suryu, the sun god in Mahabharata. While in Ramayana, both Rama and Sita are actually gods. They are the gods Vishnu and Lakshmi turned human. So like Jesus Christ, he's God turning into human form. So they are similar or quite hopefully I don't get bashed by this. So yeah, Rama and Sita are similar to that. So they were turned into flesh. Okay. So that ends the lesson. Told you it's just going to be a short lesson about what are epics, their characteristics, and some examples. So I have here some questions for you. So as Filipinos, can you think of any Filipino epics? Do we have one or do we have some? And pick one or pick some. And does it or they have the characteristics of an epic? Yes or no? And of course, yes, why? No, why? So explain. Now, to protect me from copyright issues, so these are the sites that I got the information from. So we have here the references. So thank you again. That is all and goodbye.